Fellas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Oscar De La Hoya's got his eye on the prize. Look at that focus and determination during his ring walk. Holt's coming to the ring right now. We know what he offers up once he's inside the ropes, but not much intensity here in this ring walk.
Introducing first, with a record of 39 wins, including 30 knockouts and 6 defeats, hailing out of Montebello, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya. And his opponent across the ring, professional record, 25 wins, 13 knockouts, and 4 defeats, Kendall Holt.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
So we are underway here. Round 1 scheduled for 12. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Oh, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. What does Oscar need to be aware of facing a power puncher like he is tonight?
Well, that Oscar has a good defense. I mean, that is something that they've worked on throughout his amateur career into his pro career. He knew he had to be the full package. I'm going to tell him before, if he's my fighter, I'm going to say, show me that dimension. I know you're good offensively. Show me how good you are defensively.
There's a straight right hand. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. De La Hoya's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Holt's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Combination to the head.
Don't let him get to you.
Do it. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Good block there by Holt. De La Hoya is doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. And we come to the end of round number 1. Holt's going to have to deal with a cut here now, Teddy. You can see that they're already working on it. But what's the one message you got to get across to your fighter when he's cut?
Well, the first thing you got to do is have his trust. You got to tell him, look, we'll do our job, you do your job. Go out there, act like a pro. This was always in the making. This was always in the script, that to be a champion, sooner or later, you're going to have to pass a test. This is your test. Go out there, act like you don't have a cut. Let us take care of that job.
Come on! Just grabbing onto his opponent. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Parries that punch away. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya actually at one point in his career produced a Grammy-nominated CD. He got into the music business. Says he learned a little something about himself, and that's in the rearview mirror now.
You know, that speaks to the strengths and the weaknesses of Oscar De La Hoya. You know, let's deal with the strengths first of all, how diverse he is, how he's talented. There's so many things he can do. And also it's a weakness because there are distractions there. You know, sometimes you start to wonder how urgent.
Holt's cracked by a right hand. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, it's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
De La Hoya's in complete control here as he takes a rest after a round in which he really dominated the action. Is there anything, Teddy, that you see that he should be thinking about when he gets off the stool here for the next round?
Yeah, you know, he should follow up on his lead, on his edge, on his advantage. You know, I noticed that he's hurting him in the body. Well, now start to double up that hook. One downstairs, one upstairs.
It's okay, let's go. Uppercut.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Good smooth work by Holt. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Good work.
Well put together combination by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya's being so very effective, punching in combination.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that hand speed. No better way to use it than putting them together.
Focus. He's doing what you're doing.
He snaps a jab. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Little head knocking with that right hand. Nice two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. Holt's on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. And that's the end of round 3.
Winning this fight. Estás ganando. Just keep doing what you're doing. You got it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Looking good. Keep it up.
Teddy's got this fight 3-0. That's easy to see. De La Hoya's been the more active guy. If you throw more punches, you're going to earn the judge's respect.
As long as the other guy's not landing the cleanest shots, even though he's not as active. But this is the kind of fight where he's just busier, he's doing more, and that's carrying the rounds.
You got this one.
He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut.
Come on.
Nowhere close that punch by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Holt's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. De La Hoya is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Body shots.
Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one.
He's tired. He's tired. Pace yourself.
Sharp and accurate 1-2 by Oscar De La Hoya. And he engages in the clinch. De La Hoya's hand speed is right now the difference. Teddy, you got faster hands, you're halfway home.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, is to be able to do that. But there is a way to negate it, to counter it, and that's to time the punches. Timing can beat speed.
And that's the end of round 4. Holt's eye is shut. Teddy, what has to change for him now?
Well, right now, he's got to cover up that weakness. You know, he's got to make adjustments for that, as you just touched on. He's got to move the other way. You know, move in a way where he's not so vulnerable to that punch, to that side.
Good flush shot by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
Do that again. Keep your hands up.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. Holt's proving to be elusive. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's...
Holt's hurt by a big shot. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. De La Hoya's combination punching is working well here. And round 5 comes to an end. Holt's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring where at least his good eye is in front.
Well, earlier you saw what happened to him. He was stunned. He got tagged in this fight. He got hit hard. Now you're seeing the kind of mentality that's going to try to avoid that happening again. But, Teddy, it's not necessarily the kind of mentality that's going to win you a fight.
No, if you're in the corner with him, you know what you tell him, Joe? You tell him, look, you're being tested now. I understand you've been hurt. I understand you're looking to survive right now. But you're being tested for the first time in your life. Do you want to be a champion? Do you want to be special? Special people find a way to get out of this and still offensively go forward.
Yeah, he's got to answer those questions. He scored well after being hit himself. That's a fierce left hand that landed by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. More than one punch downstairs, that can be damaging. like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
There is hardly a doubt as to what this result will be. I know anything can happen, but all that's happened all night long is one guy punishing the other.
Well, it looks like Kobe Bryant on a good night when that basket is 20 feet big. I mean, he just can't miss.
Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? Both men digging in with uppercuts.
Pace yourself.
Holt's looking for a way to get this fight back on course, a course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Halfway through the 7th round.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
You see him holding on.
Keep working the body.
That's a well-scored left hand by Holt. Good return fire that time. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Oscar De La Hoya.
Hands up. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Holt's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. De La Hoya's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change downstairs to the place that's not moving.
Holt's in bad shape, and a well-targeted combination by the Golden Boy. Big shot he just scored with. Holt's on the floor and in a bad spot. And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid this opponent like the Black Plague.
Beat him to the body. Uppercut. Keep working the body.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Holt's lack of defense right now is showing up. His opponent's scoring with the right hand consistently.
Yes, he's found the target for that early on, and he's just staying with it. Nothing fancy.
You got this one.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Big uppercut from Oscar. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged.
You're doing great.
De La Hoya is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. De La Hoya is doing well here with that two-punch combination. Well, you can just mark down another round for him there with this accurate, precise punching. How does his opponent escape from that?
You all right?
You got to use feints. You know, feints is really the Achilles heel to timing. I mean, you feint him and you throw his timing off. You let him think something's coming, and guess what? It's not coming.
Focus! That's a good block by Holt. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Holt's trying to get back in this round after being knocked down in the last round. But with just 60 seconds between rounds, Teddy, how much can really happen? How much can really benefit a fighter who was knocked down?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, you hit him with that sponge. Some cold water on top of the head where you revigorate him a little bit. You know, get his senses back a little bit. And you have to talk to him. Once he calms down.
Just ate a big uppercut. Solid. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? The ref is stopping this fight. Holt smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya.
Good, solid shots all night long by the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. The last one ending things here.
And now I have to say that the commission, wherever he fights next, make sure that this opponent is checked and he gets all his medicals because he took too much punishment tonight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.